Okay, so you finally got that client to pay you what they owe you, right? You settled on a price, you delivered your service, so maybe they're paying before you actually fulfill your service, right? And if you live anywhere in Nigeria, Africa as a whole, but specifically Nigeria, you'd quickly find that receiving money from abroad down to Nigeria is a bit of a pain in the ass, right? We can't easily access PayPal. We can't easily access Wise. There's just so many restrictions on Nigeria for reasons we all know. If you're a Nigerian, most definitely, most likely, you know the reason we're being banned from all these platforms, right? But to get right to the reason for recording this video, recently I had a transaction. A client of mine didn't have a Payoneer account, didn't have PayPal, and but they had Wise accounts, right? So they wanted to use Wise to pay me, but the problem was I had Wise account, but my Wise account couldn't actually receive money because I don't have a dollar account, right? So Wise does not actually issue Nigeria dollar account. It stopped a while back, which you probably know. But the idea is, so this client has a Wise account. How do I receive money from him or her from the United States into my account? So there are two ways you could do this, right? The first way is if you have a Payoneer account, you can use your dollar account for that. The second way is if you have a Geek Pay account, you can use your dollar account for that. So I'm going to quickly walk you through it. So you log into your Payoneer account, right? And you quickly go to get paid. We're trying to get our receiving account. I'm going to click on receiving accounts. So once it's downloading, you're going to see a bunch of your accounts here. I'm going to okay. So I'm not receiving in Canadian dollars. I'm not receiving in Britain pounds. I'm receiving in USD. So I'm going to get my USD account. Click open, and here you'll find all your details. Right, these are all your details about all your details for your virtual dollar account. So this is basically what you're going to use. Now that's one way. The second way you could do this is open up your Geek Pay account, and you get to your dashboard, you hover over to your wallet. Once you get to your wallet, you open up your account. Like once you click on your wallet, it's going to bring out your account, your receiving account, and I'm going to switch. I've already switched to my dollar account, although if I click on this drop down button, you're going to see I can switch to my Naira account, US dollar account, Britain pound account, euro, right? But I'm going to leave it as dollar. So here you can see my bank details. Here's my name, my bank number, my account number, my bank name, sorry. I can click on view details, right? And I can copy these one after the other, or I can screenshot this and give it to the client, right? But let me show you exactly how the client, right, or whomever it is that is actually paying you is going to use these details. So we'll come back to our Wise account, right? So there are two ways they can actually add this, pay you via Wise. The first way is you go hover to the recipient and they click on recipient. So once they open up the recipient, here they're going to find all their recipients, etc. But I'm assuming this is the first time they're actually sending you money, right? So your details will not appear here. So what they're going to do is click on add your bank account, and they're going to choose the currency that they want. Let's use United States, right? So just for the records, Payoneer is an ACH. I don't know how to put this, right? But you get this a lot, right? Where people ask you what type of transaction are you trying to make? Is it an ACH transaction? Is it a wire transfer? Is it a Swift transaction, right? So Payoneer is ACH. Payoneer supports ACH. But here's the good thing about Geek Pay, right? While Payoneer supports just ACH, Geek Pay actually supports both ACH and Swift, I believe. Right, but this is ACH transaction, so we're gonna pick this one. Right, so here they're gonna fill out your name, your ACH routing number. Let me just fill it out. So basically, once they filled out all this, right? So the name of the bank will automatically pre-populate here because, and that's a good sign because what it shows is that Wise actually recognizes this bank and it's going to work. I think. Not that I think, actually, I've actually used this before, so it does work. So I'm going to click on confirm, and it's going to add it as a primary. Oh, okay, so see what just happened right now. It added it as a primary recipient, right? So I already have two different USD accounts here. So that's one way to approach this. But let's assume your client or whomever is sending you money is not really interested in adding you, right, as a recipient, right, as a beneficiary. Here's another way you can do this. They're going to come around here, just right around the top left, and you're going to see where it says send money. I'm going to click on send money. Okay, so once you click on send money, it's going to bring you to this page. Here you can see you send exactly this, blah blah blah. Aha. So here you can see, sorry, we've stopped offering transfers to Nigeria. Nigeria payments are no longer permitted by the Central Bank of Nigeria. This shit is crazy. It's just nuts, right? It's like these guys are basically tying our hands. We're doing it to ourselves, to be honest. Right. So, but that's besides the point. So, the client has one of two options: either to send internationally or same currency. But chances are they're going to be doing same currency. Why? Because if you're billing a client who's in London and they're going to be sending you via their British pound account, do give them your British pound account, right? So if you have Geek Pay, you get a British pound account, you get a Canadian account, I think, you get USD account. So most of these, just if the client, whichever currency that the client is trying to send you money from, if you have that account, virtual account, just send them the account. So all they have to do is just come here and click save account, as opposed to international. I've not really used this international side part, so I can't particularly tell as to its efficiency, but I think it should work, right? But let's assume we're sending to the US, which was what happened. This was the exact process that my client actually went through to pay me. Okay, so it's done. Okay, so as of the time of this recording, it says that it should arrive by Tuesday. It's Monday now. It says it should arrive by Tuesday, but this is just them blowing it out of proportion. And I actually got my payment. My transaction was successful and I received it under 12 hours, I think. I think, right? So it's actually quite fast, but I can almost guarantee you will see your money in less than 24 hours, right? I got mine in less than 24 hours. Right, so here it says connect bank account, ACH, wire transfer, debit card, all that, right? So I use ACH. Okay, and once that is done, you just click on continue. Now, once they click on continue, the process is actually quite straightforward from here. Okay, let's just do that. Let's do that. I didn't want to do it because I've already initiated a transaction like this before, but hey, sure, let's do it. Okay, so new recipient, myself, someone else. I'm going to click on someone else, which is what they did, and here they're going to type in your email, your actual email address, right? And here you see where it says bank details, ACH, wire transfer, Swift, right? So they're going to pick ACH and they're going to put in your name, the same name as it appears in your bank details, and they're going to do the same for your ACH routing number. They're going to do the same for your account number, and here in account type they're going to click on checking account. It's also going to be part of the details you send to whomever it is you're billing, and they're going to pick country. Now they're going to ask you this if they're going to pick your country, right? But they're not going to use your address for any of this. They're going to use the same address that is in your virtual account. So let me show it to you, right? So here in my Payoneer account, as you can see, I have the bank address, like literally this Community Federal Savings Bank. I have an address in New York, somewhere around 7th Avenue, New York, right? So I sent them the entire thing. They'll just use the details to pre-populate all of this, and once they're done, they'll click on confirm, and it's all downhill from here. From there, all you have to do is, the client has a Wise account, good, perfect. The only thing you have to do is come back to your Payoneer account, right? The corresponding currency. If it's Canadian, if it's Canada, you send them your Canadian account. If it's London, you send them your British pound account. If it's USA, you send them your USD account. The same thing goes for Geek Pay. So you can either copy all these texts one after the other, or you can just screenshot it and send it to them. That's all you have to do, right? And let them know, stress this, right, that the address that they're using is the address you're sending them. Both the country, everything, the address that they're using is what you're sending them, not Nigeria. Don't allow them to do Nigeria, right? So that's pretty much it. So I hope this helps, and if for any reason it doesn't, just leave a comment anywhere in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Okay, that's it. Go back that money.